Seth.
Matt Beatty from
Max Cavalera.
Jose Mangan.
George Corpsconder Fisher from
D. Snyder.
Alex Skolnick.
Alex Terrible.
Dave Mustaine.
Christina.
Hola.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la Dosis. It's a great metal podcast.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro. Let's go!
You better be listening because I know where you live.
Hey Jonathan, how's it going? Joe Pale Braun from Mastodon. What's happening? So, you have some questions for me. All right. What skills have you gained that help you perform effectively as a musician? Let's see. Skills. I don't know if I've really gained. I mean, I guess lots of practicing, repetition, rehearsing, playing to a click, just through experience, being in the studio, doing it live. But I think the most effective skill that you can learn, I don't know, and it's a very learnable skill, but I just think that paying attention is probably the most useful skill when playing in a band, when playing with other people, and reading body language and, when things start to get things get weird up there, and so you need to be very conscious of your surroundings and be able to clue off of, the other guys that are on stage with you. So I think that you just need to really not only pay attention to your instrument, but be able to read the stage and be able to, sort of try to click in with your guys, and because sometimes things get sort of chaotic up there and they can get lost. And I think that just really bearing down and trying to, sometimes you get lost, sometimes it's really loud or something happens up there where things could get derailed pretty easily. But for me anyways, one of my jobs as a drummer, I think, is to sort of try to keep things on track. And even if somebody's off, you just try your hardest to stay the course and lock in. Once in a great while, things really just fall apart and you have to abandon ship. But you want to do everything in your power to not have that happen and stay the course. So yeah, I think that that's a skill that a lot of people probably don't think about. They just think about with drumming, either pocket playing or shredding or your chops or anything or things like that. But I think that playing in a band and being successful, you want to try to just concentrate on the telltale signs of things are falling apart up here, and then it's my job to keep it together. The best piece of advice another musician ever gave you, enjoy it while it lasts, I think is some good advice that I got from a fellow musician, just saying that, they could love you today and not so much the next. So when things are going good, just enjoy it. But just enjoy your time on stage in general. And don't expect anything. And do what you feel. Do what you want. What would you do if you made a mistake during a performance? Move on to the next. That's why I put so many fills in my playing, is because it leaves room for plenty of mistakes. I can get the next one. The next fill is right around the corner. All that good stuff. Never let them see you sweat. All the pat phrases are there for a reason. Those are true. As much as you might have another guy on stage that's letting the audience see him sweat, you just need to sort of grin and bear it and get through it. I'm going to make a mistake just about every performance, whether it's a tiny little one or, you're always shooting for a perfect outing, obviously. And that's kind of the fun of each performance. You're like, there's the possibility that it could be perfect, And it never is, but it gets closer sometimes than than it does others. Sometimes you're just flubbing. We call it Clams Casino. You know, you're just like, my God, that was abysmal. But yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just, I don't know. You just, whether it's brain farts or whatever happens, you know, obviously a lot goes into each performance. You try to, you're hopeful every performance that it's going to be the greatest and you're going to have the best time, but some things are out of your control. Some things are in your control and you can't control it. You screw up anyways. Overthinking it, getting in your head. But I will say that, you know, playing live and playing music, it's really the most present I think that I am. You know, you're really in the moment. So it's a pretty awesome way to be. So I love that hour and a half on stage. And if I make a mistake, oh well. I used to really beat myself up about it after the show and like, man, you know. But now I've learned to let it beat up and roll off, and just try to do better next time, you know. So hopefully that answered your questions, and thanks for sending them in. Talk soon. Bye.